Hi, welcome back. So whilst we're waiting for Robin to do his hike and record it all, in the meantime, we're going to take a look at some other stuff related to the Kenny Veach mystery and Kenny Veach himself. Moreover, in this video, we're going to be taking a look at a certain website which I've not covered yet on this channel, okay? Also, before I forget, speaking of websites, even though it occurred several months ago, just to provide us an update, because you might not be aware of, you remember that kennyveach.com website, the Mystery Clue Crew, where it gave like different locations, and then that church or something, the meetup, we're going to solve it, we're going out on an expedition. If you remember that website, it has officially closed. You try to type it in online, it doesn't come up, doesn't exist. I think I even got an error message as well at one point. So yeah, just wanted to tell you that. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at a different website. I can't remember what it's called. It's a bit of a degenerative name or something, just to see the info stated. Does it all make sense? Is there anything new, what we've not heard of, etc. And also check the comments out down below. I think I did go on the site once, but I only scrolled down to the comments because someone, said, "Oh, have you seen this strange comment left by that individual?" And I thought, oh, I best check, but I didn't read all the other stuff, but I will do in this video. So let's get into the website right away. Okay, so we are on the website called Fandom. I think that's how you say it. Sounds a bit weird saying that. And it's really just to do with like a database of all kinds of different things. It could be TV characters, cartoon characters, celebrities, YouTubers, whoever, whatever, where it collects all kinds of facts, maybe stats and stuff about people and things. And as you can see, there is one on Snakebitmgee, Kenny Veach. Now, the screen might look a bit weird and dark. It's because I've got the reader mode activated. So we're just reading it from the text, and then we'll proceed onwards with the comments. So we just scroll down, got a few images of Kenny Veach holding the snake. This one was, I believe, in Sharon's uploaded video previously, as we saw, where he was handling the snake. So that's reference. Appearance, that's his profile picture on YouTube. YouTube icon, that seems a bit far-fetched, does it not? YouTube information, profile, Snakebitmgee, style, exploration, date joined February 10th, 2012, Facebook, Kenny.Veach1, 5 videos. As we know, some of us have reported seeing more than 5 in the past, which were deleted at a certain point. Multiple hike footage videos, okay? Schedule, unscheduled, that's basically just referring to he didn't schedule any videos, like in contrast to Robin, where he's got several videos scheduled throughout the year. Status, inactive, missing. Username, Snake, yep. Personal information, Kenneth Lee Veach. Nationality, American. Residence, Las Vegas, Nevada, United States. Yep, that all adds up. Most viewed video, obviously, the M Cave one. First video, that one, the house tour one, depends what year that was. But I will mention something somewhat interesting in an upcoming video or so, and it kind of ties in with that, okay? So be on the lookout for that. Key observation made. Now the thing is, it does say first video, and that's just in relation to which was the first uploaded video. But as we've seen, there was several videos uploaded on the same day, but it don't mean to say they were all recorded on the same day. The hike one could have been done months ago, and then the other few videos could have been done a few months after that. Or it could have been in a completely random order and then uploaded in a random order too. So that's just to take note of. We've mentioned it several times, but it's worth just referring back to. And we come down here, Handsome Cowboy sells himself, yep. What does that say? More. No, I don't think it works when you click on it. If you fell, that be it. You'd be a goner. I assume that's a quote by Kenny when he was at the mine shaft, maybe. Kind of weird having that quote there. And then we got some more writing. Kenneth Lee Veach, 1967. Disappeared November the 10th, 2014, aged 47. Better known online as Snakebitmgee, was an American YouTuber who posted videos of his hiking trip to his channel, who disappeared in November 2014. His girlfriend was Ebony Gabrielle. They were together for quite some time and had a child named Vicky Gabrielle, who lives in Las Vegas where Kenny lived. Now, me personally, I didn't really know about that. Maybe you do. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Kenny deeply loved his girlfriend, even though he was struggling with depression. He may have faked his death because of her, but the theories go on. Right, this is where it gets a little bit weird, okay? Now, just remember Kenny was also with Sharon at some point. The whole status and confusion around them two. Friend, not a friend, girlfriend, on, off, I don't know. It was confusing. And I've done, videos on that previously. And at one point, Kenny did stay at Sharon's for some time. Now, Sharon also said in the comments that she started seeing signs of Kenny showing depression and stuff like that and knew about it and saw it happen. And yet on here, they're making it seem like Kenny had depression long before meeting Sharon. Or was Ebony around the same time as Sharon? Was it like some kind of two-way thing? I don't know what's going on. Do you understand what I'm getting at? And what else? Where it says, deeply loved. What about Sharon, though? Maybe different timing. But where it says, he may have faked his death because of Ebony. What the hell are they going on about? Faking his death with Ebony. The theories go on. I mean, who came up with that idea? Because, okay, faking death, we've looked into that quite often, quite a bit. But because of a girlfriend faking death, what, running away? Running away with Sharon? Moving with Sharon to somewhere? Because he wants to get away from Ebony? Yeah, that's kind of weird, that. I don't know who came up with that theory. I'm just trying to understand it or think why. Yeah, I don't know why you would have done that if that was an idea. Anyway, Veach prided himself on the physical toll he would put himself through on his hikes, in one comment claiming that my hikes are brutal on the body. After one of my long hikes, some of my nails turn black and fall off. It takes me about 3 days to recover from the abuse I put myself through. Yeah, I do remember seeing a comment like that or something when he talked about it. And then, while he was barely active on his own channel, with just 5 videos uploaded in total, he was known for being active in the comments of other hiking channels. Was he? Now, yeah, he did leave comments elsewhere on all different kinds of videos, like a money-related one, how to not go crazy during your spiritual awakening, and then some other stuff as well, some music as well, as we saw in that liked playlist. But I don't remember seeing any comments by Kenny on other hiking channels. Yes, he did leave that comment on son of an Area 51 technician worker, which that comment became the most liked comment on that page, on that video, and then was later deleted. Who knows why? But I don't remember seeing any hiking relating comments on hiking channels. Maybe I'm wrong, but you can let me know. Let's go down a bit more. Okay, is there anything else? In late 2014, Veach posted the following in the comment section for the video. Yep, son of Area 51, exactly what I said. This was posted by another channel. Yeah, this ain't nothing. I'm a long-distance hiker. One time during one of my hikes out by Nellis Air Force Base, I found a hidden cave. The entrance to the cave was shaped like a perfect capital M. I always enter every cave I find, but as I began to enter the particular cave, my whole body began to vibrate. The closer I got to the cave entrance, the worse the vibrating became. Suddenly, I became very scared and hightailed out of there. That was one of the strangest things that have ever happened to me. Yeah, we've seen that several times. I mean, really, the keywords that stand out is the vibration and also to do with Nellis Air Force Base. Okay, it says what? One time during one of my hikes out by Nellis Air Force Base, I found a hidden cave. Do you know what? I might do a separate video on that because I don't know if it's just me picking up on something, but I don't know. Something's kind of clicked in my mind. It's probably a load of rubbish, but, I'll make a video on it, okay? So, yeah, there's that. As for the vibration part, well, Jeff Clark, from his own experience, reported a feeling of vibration or something unpleasant within. I think it was Cow Coral Road, maybe, around that area. As he got out, was walking, he felt something strange, like vibrations and stuff, uncomfortable. Lasted for so long, and then eventually it either wore off or stopped. And he believed it might have been some kind of military equipment or something to throw people off, to, make people move away. Okay, let's get back to this. Comment posted by Veach. Okay. In response to this comment, numerous YouTube users encouraged Veach to find the cave and attempt to enter it again, this time documenting what he experienced and uploading it to his channel. In response to this time taking a camera with him, Veach set out to locate the cave once more and document his findings for his channel, posting them in his most viewed video, M-Cave Hike. However, he was unable to locate the cave for his video, leading to Veach being criticised by followers of his channel for not being able to provide evidence of the cave that he claimed to have found, with others suggesting Veach tried a second time to find the cave. That being said, there was at least one comment left imploring Veach not to go back, fearing he would be putting his life at risk if he did so. And that comment was by Lemmy Kilmister, as we know. The original Lemmy deleted his comment. No, deleted his channel, and then his comment must have been deleted after that, most likely. Can't really refer back, because as said, the whole thread of Kenny's comment was deleted. So everything else that followed below that in response to Kenny was deleted as well. So I can't really check. Yes, there's been some Lemmy accounts over time, but they've been fake and a waste of time, okay? As I've covered previously. Now, the interesting bit where it says, there was at least one, no, where is it? Where it says, Veach tried a second time to find the cave. What's that all about? I'm not sure. Others suggesting Veach tried a second time. I mean, you can argue and say, well, the second time is obviously his final hike, supposedly, when he went back out there. So I don't know why it was saying it was suggesting Veach went back out there. Well, based off the original information and what we knew of at the time, well, it's obvious that he tried a second time because that's why he went missing in the first place, to go back out to look for the cave one final time, and then it didn't work out, literally, because he didn't return. So I don't know what they're getting at by suggesting, like, the way this is written, it's as if Kenny went out, recorded it, couldn't find anything, returned back, uploaded the video, and then he went back out again, tried again, came back, and then went out and then disappeared. How would people know that Kenny went out a second time before going missing? Were the people present? Were they in contact with Kenny? Neighbours, friends, etc.? So that's kind of weird, depending on how you interpret it. What else is there? In response, Veach set out on November the 10th, 2014 to try and find the cave once more, assuring his followers that he would be safe, and told his family he was embarking on a short overnight trip as he set off. Well, that's incorrect, because from what Sharon said, Kenny said he was going to go out there for a 2 to 3 day hike, not an overnight trip. Now, I know you can say, well, that's like 2 days, but it was exactly 2 to 3 days, probably 3 days at the max. It might just be worded incorrectly, this, okay? But they're making it seem like it was just like a one-off thing, just a very short thing. But I don't think it was. And then there's a comment there. Thanks. I've been doing this sort of thing for over 20 years. I go where no one goes, and I never take anyone with me. Kind of makes sense because when he was having that text conversation with Hunter Veach about Kenny's supposed final hike, he said, no, you can't come with me. It's a very brutal hike. It's probably too dangerous and too much for you. Over 45 miles, too much. So that kind of adds up. But when he says, I go where no one goes and I never take anyone with me, I assume, because there were photos and pictures of Kenny and Sharon together out on hikes, but I assume they're areas where other people go to. Because if he's saying, I go to places no one else goes to and I don't take anyone with me, then it literally has to be places where Sharon hasn't been, right? Even though we have seen footage of them together out there. But that must be easier accessed areas, because we've got to also remember the girlfriend of Kenny Veach, or the friend, however you want to call it, was about 19 years older than Kenny Veach, okay? You've got to take that in mind. Following on, I find skulls of all shapes and sizes, and occasionally I find really old animal traps. I hike over mountaintops after mountaintops and sleep on peaks under the stars. Sometimes I have to scale giant cliffs to get myself out of a jam, but I always make it back. I'm beat up and tired, and my pack is almost always heavier than when I left. What's he getting at there? His backpack, is heavier than when he left. Now, has that got to do with collecting skulls or items along the way, so it weighs it down more? Maybe that's what he's going on about. Okay, what else? I had to be rescued only one time by a helicopter. I had blown out my left leg at the top of the mountain, and I only had a cup of water left to get me 20 miles back to my truck. It was also over 100 degrees out, so I have a very good safety record. Now, once again, kind of interesting because he said, as said, I didn't have the comment at the time because the thread was deleted, but luckily we've got it on screen now. And when he says about he injured his left leg, I'm sure that's the correct one as well. As you remember in the CCTV footage where the individual does like a little hop and skip and then clenches the side of the leg. I don't know if it's the correct leg though, you know what I'm saying? That could kind of contradict. I just can't remember which one's which. But as we know, he did wear those knee braces on both legs, not just one, but both. So both legs can be kind of, what do you call it, fragile and damaged. So, yeah. What else? It says water to get me 20 miles back to my truck. 20 miles. 20 miles back. 20 miles there. Okay. So what I'm getting at is he has covered that sort of distance before. And from the way it looks, if it said, 20 miles to get back to his truck, well, it must have been 20 miles to get to wherever in the first place. That's a total of 40 miles. And then Kenny said, I'm going to go for a 45-mile hike, as we saw recently in that text conversation video I covered back then when Kenny was discussing about his supposed final hike. So he's already covered at least 40 miles and wasn't exactly successful, was he not? So could that imply when Kenny went back out there to do another 45-mile hike, he failed once again and got injured, but this time there was no help and no one did rescue him? Do you see what I'm getting at? Because it does say 20 miles back to my truck, so I assume wherever he went was 20 miles to get there in the first place. So that is interesting, that. And it said he got injured as well. Now, where was that location? I'm not too sure. I'm just trying to read back through it. I'm being tired, okay. Only one time by a helicopter. At the top of the mountain. What mountain? That's the question. What mountain? Are we talking about a mountain that's 20 miles from the parking spot of Joe May Road? North, east, south, west? Hopefully we can maybe map that out to get an idea, just to understand where he was at one point, the dangers, the risk, the distance, the time, and to see, well, if that's what he did then, and that was the result, then could he have possibly have been successful the next time he decided to do 40 miles? Hopefully you're still watching, because this is quite interesting. Okay, go down a bit more. When Veach failed to return home, a search was put out to try and locate him, with his disappearance noted by the local news on November 22nd. During the search, Veach's cell phone was discovered at the mouth of an abandoned mine shaft, believed by many to be the same mine shaft seen during the M Cave hike video, correct. But after this, the trail went cold. The scent went. That is until a woman claiming to be Veach's girlfriend, Ebony Gabrielle, posted the following comment in response to the M Cave hike video, reigniting interest in the case and leading to further speculation about the true case of Veach's disappearance. What? Wait, this must be some kind of glitch or error. Fuck is Ebony Gabrielle? Wait, this is confusing as fuck. So they're saying Ebony Gabrielle posted comments on the M Cave hike video speaking on behalf of Kenny, which is Sharon Pilgrim. They're saying that, this might sound stupid, but what is Sharon? Is Vicky's mum Sharon Pilgrim? What? I don't know, it just doesn't seem or sound right. I might be just getting confused, but it's just the names. Like, why to calling the person Ebony Gabrielle and then showing a picture of Sharon Pilgrim? Is it the same exact person? You know, like before when I was reading further up on the article or the website, and it talks about Ebony Gabrielle, that he was trying to escape from her. Now, is this all to do with Sharon? What? Kenny was trying to escape from Sharon? Kenny was on the run from Sharon. Why? Was it because Sharon was controlling? That she was kind of dark or corrupt and Kenny had to run away and he got caught by her? Or she got someone to take him out or kidnap him? Very weird. But do you understand what I'm getting at? Because where it said, until a woman claiming to be Veach's girlfriend, which we know as Sharon Pilgrim, says Ebony Gabrielle. And then it said posted the following comment in response, which is just below here, saying Sharon Pilgrim. I'm the girlfriend that Kenny spoke of in the video. There are so many posts, I had no idea. Yes, so many people are wondering what happened and guessing different things. You are heartfelt about the sadness around what has happened with Kenny. He has not been found, and I feel that he probably will not be found for many, many months, if ever. I want to share what I know and feel about what happened, so that you might bring some closure and understanding in your own lives. Kenny absolutely loved hiking in the desert. It was his very, very favourite thing to do. We hiked and camped together all over the Nevada desert. Sometimes 9 hours in a day. We found many abandoned mining towns and usually referred to as ghost towns by Nevada hikers. We explored many caves and mine shafts. We were also careful how we explored them, but Kenny was a bit more daring than I was. We wore snake guards, sun-protected clothing, used walking sticks. Jay Silverheels would hate that. Brought enough water and food for the hiking hours and had extra food and water in the car. He rarely drank all his water. We took pictures of all sorts. Okay. So, going about saying we've explored mine shafts. Did they? What, they actually went in them? Climbed down them? Well, I'm sure they didn't do the one in Jamaica Canyon, because we didn't see him there. Or did they put the skull there? Is that what they're getting at? You know, Sharon has been in the mine shaft. What, she put the crystal skull in there? Probably not. We explored many caves. Did they, though? Because maybe they were in other areas of the desert, but from what we've seen and from what the hikers within the mystery have done, they've not found a single cave that you could actually explore, so you couldn't go spelunking. So I don't know what they're on about there. And it's where Sharon said, we've explored all over the Nevada desert. How could you explore all over the Nevada desert when Kenny said himself that I go places no one else goes to, and I don't take anyone with me. Well, that's a contradiction, is it not? So, yeah. Was there anything else to bring up upon just up here? I'm just trying to think. Yeah, where it said about a search was put on to try to locate him. Well, supposedly, Sharon delayed that 7 to 8 days later and then reported him missing, and family members were annoyed with that. Kind of odd thing to do. Normally you'd report it as soon as possible, but she delayed it. What? Long enough so that Kenny, if found, he was, long gone. Okay, status of channel. What's this all about? Even though Veach disappeared in November 2014, his channel remains hosted on YouTube. Yes. References. Mysterious Universe. The eerily bizarre vanishing of Kenny Veach. Nevada Magazine. MK and the Unexplained Disappearance. KSNV, NBC, Las Vegas, cell phone of missing hiker found. Okay. Anything else? Nope, I think that's all it. Okay, so now we're on the normal screen again. If we just scroll down, okay, you can see more information about the site, or at least this page on Kenny Veach. Top contributors. There's a few different profiles there. I'm unable to click on them to check who those people are. Maybe you can do that on PC, but I'm on mobile. So I assume the contributors are people that have pieced together all this information and worded it, quoted it, and got pictures and median and pieced it all together. I guess so. Let's just go to the comment section of this whole thing. 18th of the 5th, 2021. Kind of recent. Whatever happened to him, I hope he's okay. And then some person comments back called Lappy, 19th of the 6th, 2021. They found him dead in 2016. I'm sorry. People are like, whoa, but how though? Is there any proof? And then someone gives a date or something, or doesn't reply back. Oh, they say, you're lying. And they're like, kind of confused if you're going to give proof, buddy. And then no response after that. So, I don't know who that person is. From their profile picture and from their username, Lappy Plays with a Z. Yeah, that definitely screams probably a child or some kind of degenerate, probably playing Roblox or Fortnite on YouTube, most likely. Won't surprise me. Now, they're going about someone dead in 2016. I mean, well, depending who you're referring to, there was, with Eric the Hiker. Eric the Hiker, people were thinking, oh, Eric was found dead, but that was a different Eric. Can't remember his last name. Oh, yeah, Eric Fernandez, and that was in 2014. There's a bit of mix-up there. The other Eric the Hiker went missing in 2016, but he wasn't found. So I don't know about this comment about they found him dead in 2016. Kind of a weird comment in a sense, because I know you can say, oh, it's all fake and it's all, messing around, but for someone to give a specific year, especially one back in the past, not too long ago, but not too recent, and for the comment to be posted in 2021, it's like, why did they pick that year? Is it true, or was there another Kenny found, so they're just kind of, playing on that fact, and it's not the real person? Yeah, probably not much to it, but just trying to understand why people act the way they do or what they say, because sometimes you might find out. Any more comments? Amazing Radio, 2021. What disturbs me is the fact that someone has access to his account. So this is interesting. In an update video posted by a guy, Libera, how do you say his name? Liberation Sean, the 6th of the 22nd, 19, he references the channel's Snakebitmgee liked videos playlist. He shows this playlist in the video. If you go to his channel today, as of writing this, no such thing is available anymore. That doesn't happen automatically. Someone fully has access to his channel. Well, I can actually debunk that and explain, because where do we start with first? Well, let's just start off with the liked playlist. The reason why you can't see Kenny's liked playlist anymore is just like how you can't see anyone's on YouTube, because of YouTube policy, without letting anyone know, because I wasn't told or wasn't emailed, automatically everyone's liked playlist becomes private, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can't change it back to public. You don't have control over it. So that's why you can't see it anymore. And it applies to Kenny's channel too. Now, yeah, it's going on about Liberation Shaw, and I think what you should be asking now is what's happened to his channel, because as said, his videos being deleted or being privatized, not really active on YouTube, and it's just like, well, what's happened? Something bad, or has he just restricted access to certain stuff, maybe? But then again, some of the people who do watch his channel, who do support him and involved in this spiritual stuff, they've left the odd comment on some of his posts saying, what's happened to your videos? Where are you? Now, the videos were privatized to, certain individuals, unlisted, so the members or the true supporters of his channel could access it, then they wouldn't be questioning him, would they? So quite clearly, he's literally removed all those videos so no one can see them. And the question is, why? Let's go down here. Okay. So got a more recent one, the 3rd of the 2nd, 2022. It could be his girlfriend wanting to keep his memory alive. Right, what's that comment in response to? Is that in response to the liked playlist disappearing? Well, it can't be, because that has no explanation or link to keeping his memory alive if you're removing traces of him. So I don't know what the hell this person's talking about. Keeping what alive? His memory alive? What? Makes no sense. Next one. I never heard of this dude, but I really hope they find him soon. Check replies. One can only hope. Oh, and then this person. Sadly, he's dead. He committed suicide when he disappeared. His girlfriend said that. He was depressed for a long time, only making him even more depressed when he wasn't making such sales for his inventions. Okay. I'm wondering why I did it in a bit of a robotic monotone voice. Well, to be honest, it's quite a monotone, robotic, regurgitated theory to bring up, isn't it? Always. Okay, took a gun. Kind of bad, isn't it? Oh, what could he be doing with that? Well, he took it on all his other hikes. Check. For safety. Check. To keep himself safe. Check. He took a camera with him. What the hell is he going to do with a camera if he's going to commit suicide? Makes no sense, obviously. So yeah. And as well, why would he leave a text message to Hunter Veach, the nephew, saying, I've got something to give you and I will give you it after my hike? Well, if he's suicidal, then why would he say that in the first place? Because he's not going to come back to give it. So come on. And as well, yeah, the girlfriend, the only person to really talk about the suicide and the depression, because who else has? Not really anyone, just a girlfriend. And people are more likely to believe in her because she's a mental health expert or involved in the field. So people will listen to her, regardless of whether it's true or false. Even though the girlfriend did come out with inappropriate comments saying, don't pull a Robin Williams on me. And then also talking about something else at a point in time, saying, oh, this will be fun. Let's see what you can guess, if you're hot or cold, if you're close, if you're right or wrong. I'll let you know eventually. Hey, like it's some kind of game. Yeah, very appropriate, isn't it? Okay, what else? 2021. So this is interesting. In an update video posted by... Okay. Yeah, it's the same one. He just repeated it. And then person replied, oh. That is a typical half-hearted comment response. And it's something I've seen in the past. I don't mean in the Kenny Veach mystery. I just mean in general when you message someone and they're like, huh? And it's like you just want to grab their face, slap him and think, wake up, come out with something a bit more better. Come on. Oh, such lazy language. It's like the letter K instead of okay. Typical degenerative language, my God. What's on here? Oh, the person finally corrected themselves. The YouTube privacy update. On a further investigation, this may had been a YouTube privacy update. There is some proof to that, though some have said the times don't exactly match up to when his update happened. That's YouTube for you, who knows. Basically, he's referring to my video, but you can't be bothered, can't be asked to provide a link, can't be bothered to credit someone. Typical degenerate, too lazy to do that. There you go. Anyone here because of DJ Cook? Maybe. I am Me Too. Oh God, Me Too movement. Anything of interest? Nope. I started the chain 2022. Oh my God. What, the chain of what? The chain of command? DJ Moore. Take some notes. Look at this guy. Maggio. Mamma mia. It's a me, Mario. I started the chain, 2022. You must listen to me, DJ Amore. DJ Amore. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm probably going to get punched in the throat. Oh well. I don't mind pain. So, after all that, is there really much of interest? No. The whole, someone was found in 2016, does it really mean much? No, because a lot of people come out with bullshit over time, okay? So after looking through that website, as I said, I've not really done it before, not covered it on the channel. It's one of those, probably a few inaccuracies to be expected. I mean, if it's contributors, just random people on the internet, then it makes sense. I mean, it's not exactly updated, is it? No, but then again, that's just like the same old regurgitated outcome of what most YouTubers do on YouTube when they cover the mystery. Same old bullshit over and over again. But I can't remember his name, but I'll do a separate video on it, okay? One guy called John who has covered the mystery in brief or so, but has included more up-to-date information and findings and, crediting a few people and doing his own thing, which is all good. I'll do a video on that separately, okay? That aside, as I said, the website, you might not think much of it. You might think, oh, what's new? Like that. Well, just read it out. Why not? Just all there in one spot. Because, if you want to put it in a sense, the whole regurgitated story, or at least the timeline of events or how things played out, well, you can argue that's like a little example for you, reading it out, how it all unveiled, if you want to call it that. Because I know some people at some point were like, oh, we need a full timeline, or we need the original explanation. Well, technically, you got it, okay? But what I will say is, might be a few little details within there, which actually, yeah, because as I said, I want to do like a little video on something, okay? Being able to look through that website, all the comments there in one spot, it's good. Because you go on Google, you try to look for certain images of comments by Kenny, not all of them are present, or the pixelations are pretty bad and unclear to read, and then it's in a different language as well, like Polish, because it was a Polish person that took a screenshot of it at the time and it's in their own language. Not the actual text, but the username or something, which is kind of weird. Don't know why the username would be in Polish, but the actual text is in English. Weird. I thought if it was translated, it would translate all the text on screen. So I don't know if that's fake or something. I don't know. That's a bit weird. But yeah, it's actually kind of snowing outside right now. That's kind of random. Went from a storm, very windy, rain, flooding, and now a bit of snow. Kind of random. So yeah. Anything else? Well, as I said, because it's all in one place, there's little screenshots and information and comments, I can look over it, analyse it as I went along, like in this video, and pick up on maybe on the odd thing which I might have not picked up on previously. Because at the end of the day, most of this stuff is scattered all over on different videos, different comment sections. So because it's all in one place, not everything, but, a reasonable amount of stuff, you can look at it more efficiently. And I said, I picked up on one bit of wording, which is kind of interesting. Depends how you'd interpret it yourself, but I can do a video on it nevertheless. So yeah, I think that's basically it. Just wanted to do the video in the meantime, because we'll see what Robin does. I've got 3 big videos to do. Well, not to do, to upload, because I've already recorded them, map related and all that. It's very interesting and kind of good at the same time as well. I'm not sure if to upload them before Robin's supposed hike or after. I'll see about it. Why? Well, It's just because if that's the next big thing, even though it's probably the wrong way of wording it, to be honest, because it could be a load of bullshit, okay, and bollocks, but if that's the next big thing, really the focus should be on that, and then when the footage is available and possibly able to analyse it, that's the next thing to, you know, look at. And then these other videos what I've got, which aren't as urgent but still interesting, if they were done too early, maybe the attention or stuff wouldn't be as focused, or, you know, as alert if there's like other stuff pending. So maybe it's best doing it once the other thing's done. But then again, as Robin said, he's got some hike. What did he say? I think he left a comment on one of my previous videos. You can check it out yourself. He said, yes, I'm going Friday. I'm going to be there for a few days. So what, overnight? Is he going to be camping next to the mine shaft? I don't know. I know Jay Chuck camped out there in the dark, and I don't think he had a tent even, he managed, but yeah. Sean camped out there as well. He had a tent though with Mr. Jenkins, so yeah. So I assume Robin's probably going to bring a tent with him, but it'd be interesting to see where he camps out. Can you imagine if someone turned up with him or appeared later? Yeah, we'll have to see about that. But yeah. So he's camping out there. He's staying there for a few days or so to record everything, to explain everything, so he doesn't have to go back there again. That's what he said. He might upload in short clips or long ones. To be honest, I'd rather it not be short clips, because it'll probably be something like Jay Chuck, where it's fragmented, short, and all over the place. It's trying to piece it all together. Whereas if it's in a compilation, one whole video, you can kind of keep track of everything. Sure, it's longer, just like Sean's video. Very long, 30 to an hour long, but it's all in one spot. So you can fast forward, you can get the timestamps and everything, and it's in the correct order and the correct, you know, timeline. So it's easier to understand and pick up on where you're at, what's going on now, what happens later, what happened earlier. But if it's separated clips, spliced or cut out, and so it's like, well, which happened first, or was it uploaded in the wrong order? And it doesn't have the same flow. And, you know, what can happen when it's done in short clips, short ones? What about all the other bits in between? Just like when you've got a cake and you're shaping it, you cut all the bits off. Well, what about all those little bits? That could have been useful. See that in the video format, you cut the unnecessary bits out of the footage where there might be a pause or a mistake, or when talking an awkward silence, or not much happening. And it's like, yeah, but something could have happened in that moment, in that second, which you've spliced away, which you've taken out from the video. That's why sometimes it's best having a full-length raw video, because at a point in time where there is nothing going on to the eye or to the individual who recorded it, uploaded it, someone might see something at that second, at that time mark, and think, don't get rid of it, don't delete it, that's important. You know what I'm saying? So you've got to take it in mind. It's like, well, okay then. So hopefully it's not a short clip. Well, he said he was deciding. And also he said about editing as well, it's going to take some time. I know when Jeff Clark did his videos and editing, it took some time as well, but, you know, I think that was more to do with technical issues and stuff because of the file sizes, trying to get that all done. But it didn't take too long, I don't think, when Jeff Clark did it. It depends with Robin. How efficient is Robin? How determined is he? Does he want to get over and done with as soon as possible, so he might get it done quicker? Or is he going to drag it out because he's got other things to do? I don't know. But I guess we'll see. If things do drag out too long, which is always a possibility, I might just upload some other mystery-related videos, okay? Instead of postponing them too long. As I said, they're not urgent, but they are interesting. And if things are dragged out too long, then I'll just bring them forwards. In between, which will be probably the next 2 to 3 days, depending what goes on with the hike and stuff, I'll probably just upload some other random videos because, as I said, you know, got a collection of all different types of stuff. Need to clear the phone, need to clear the storage and stuff like that. So if there's stuff on there, then I can upload that, which has probably been pushed back, you know, over time. So I think that's basically it. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think of the website, the comments, the information which was shown. And yeah, I'll see you next one. Goodbye.